Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today with the update, last-minute update for WWE Survivor Series 2018. One of the big matches that was changed due to SmackDown on Tuesday night was basically Charlotte Flair is now facing Ronda Rousey. Becky Lynch, a lot of people are pointing the finger at Nia Jax for punching her in the face during the brawl on Monday Night Raw. I think everybody noticed that at the end of Raw, Becky Lynch was left standing as the ultimate victor in the SmackDown versus Raw brawl. All the attention was basically pointed on her for starting the invasion, taking out Ronda Rousey, and making Monday Night Raw run for the hills. The show ended on her with her hands up, but you could really tell that her face was a bloody mess. Most people were hoping that, she just suffered some sort of a bloody nose, but as of right now, the word is from WWE that she broke her face. The word is from the Wrestling Observer and Dave Meltzer is that she just has a broken nose, but they're not going to be able to let her wrestle on Sunday. So we had to show up on Tuesday, and she had to hand the match off. She got to hand pick the new opponent for Ronda Rousey, and she picked her best friend as well as her biggest rival in her WWE career, Charlotte Flair. This is a little bit of breaking storyline because of the battle that they had from SummerSlam leading up into Evolution, where Becky did get the win over Charlotte. But through that battle, it was shown that Becky really had a hatred for Charlotte for basically stealing the spotlight for her and basically thinking that she put her career above her friendship. Charlotte Flair took the match. She gave Becky Lynch a hug, and sort of killing their feud, I guess you can say. Maybe that they're back on the same page, but Charlotte is saying that she's going out there and she's taking this fight against Ronda, and she's going to win it for Becky, that she is fighting for Becky in the ring. So, some people I think are making a bigger deal about this, but I think that the Charlotte versus Becky storyline is over, and, I don't know which way they're going. As of right now, Becky Lynch does look like the biggest babyface on SmackDown. Most fans have not turned against her, so let's just say now she is a babyface after SummerSlam when she does come back. That's not the worst thing that's going to happen. You could be able to do some tag matches with Becky and Charlotte against other opponents. I don't think that SmackDown really has the strongest heels on the roster. I think that they were more loaded with Naomi, with Asuka, but I'm sure that they'll find some way to use her and have really good matches when she does come back. And the rumor is that Becky's still going to get the match against Ronda Rousey, more than likely at the Royal Rumble, which should be a big deal. It's going to be in Arizona this year, in Phoenix. It's going to be Chase Field, the home of the Arizona Diamondbacks. So seeing wrestling at a baseball stadium, I think it's the first time they've done it since WrestleMania 19. It did come off, honestly, looking a little bit weird because as a baseball fan who knew Safeco Field, I'm honestly trying to look and see how the ring is set up. I was kept on, the one thing I see when I watch Austin versus Rock or I watch Angle versus Brock is for some reason I focus on the foul pole more than anything else in the whole place. So I think that Charlotte versus Ronda was being saved for WrestleMania. I know at one time it was being talked about as the WrestleMania main event to actually, complete full circle the WWE evolution of the women's division. They got to have a Hell in the Cell match. They got the main event to pay-per-view. They got their own women's pay-per-view. They main evented Monday Night Raw. You can think of all the accomplishments that they've had along the way. But now main eventing WrestleMania is the last thing that they could do before putting an exclamation point on the evolution of the women's division and really say that it has come full circle and we're not just basically going out and doing 2-minute brawl and pounding matches on Monday Night Raw with the girls and stuff like that, or Santa's Little Helper matches and things like that sort of held the division down. I'm pumped about this match. On paper, I still think that Ronda is going to be the one who's going to get the win. The match wasn't even really set up for a fill-in to come in and beat Ronda Rousey at Survivor Series. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. You could sort of play up the underdog, but then I think you'd have to push the Charlotte versus Becky feud even more where Charlotte is bragging to Becky that she filled in her shoes and she beat Ronda, something that Becky doesn't have a shot to do, but maybe that's why they're going to go back and do the match at the Royal Rumble. But then again, Vince is somebody who, honestly, if something is, I guess you can say, promised to the fans, he's going to deliver on it. You think back to the TLC match between Ryback and CM Punk, that was told was going to happen at TLC. As soon as Ryback and CM Punk were healthy and able to wrestle again, they did Ryback versus CM Punk in a TLC match on Monday Night Raw. It helped out ratings, and basically fans were paid back for the storyline that ran that they were not able to give a finish to because of the CM Punk injury. So as of right now, I'm picking Charlotte to get the win. I'm not. I'm picking Ronda Rousey to get the win over Charlotte. But I'm anxious to see what this does to mess up WrestleMania plans. If they're going to keep these separate from each other, or if the storyline from this match is going to boil over until what they're talking about come, February, March, and April, leading up to WrestleMania, to see who the best woman in WWE is. If that is going to be what the storyline is going to be, Charlotte has to get the win. Because I think then Ronda Rousey would be on the chase to get that win back from Charlotte to prove that she is the biggest force in WWE's women's division.